Okay, welcome to Grand Lights Academy. In today's video, we are going to look at Surds. So the basic idea of Surds is just merely playing around with the idea of perfect squares and writing a number as a product of its perfect square and maybe some prime number. Okay, so before we get to solving the question, we can look at some few properties of sets. For example, if I have AB, which is a product of two numbers, I can split it as root of A and root of B. If I have identical surds, for example, root of A times root of A, if I get a product of this, I'll simply get A as as a result of this multiplication. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of repeat what I explained, what surds. So what we are going to do basically is we are going to be writing the numbers which are given in these roots as a product of a perfect square and some prime number or any other type of a number. Okay, so a perfect square and some other type of a number so that we get that number that you're dealing with. So we don't have to change the number. Okay, so let's start with part A. So part A, we are looking at how we can simplify root of A plus root of 18. So in this case, what we'll do is we'll just say, think of two numbers that you can multiply. One should be a perfect square, such that if you multiply with another number, you are going to get 8. So I'm sure that is very simple. You just think of 4 and 2, like that. Plus, then with 9 or with 18, you're going to think of a 9 and a 2. Okay, so these can be split according to the property that I've highlighted here. So this can be written as root of 2, then root of 4, plus this would be root of 2, then root of 9. Okay, so like I said, we know the square root of 4, which will just be a 2. I'll just write it in front. If you multiply, it's going to be this. So perhaps I should also enlist this that if I'm multiplying this, maybe with this, it just maintains to be the same thing as this. Okay, if you multiply like that, you can't go inside. So this won't be the same. If say I have this is not the same as having A times B. So this mistake should never be made anywhere. It would be so dangerous. Okay, let's get back to the question. Okay, so again, the square root of 9 is a 3. So 3 times this, you're going to get 3 root of 2. Then if what is in the roots are the same and what is outside, if the roots are, let me say if the roots are the same, then we can add the numbers which are in front of them and then maintain the root. So in this case, 2 plus 3, that will give us a 5. Then we can say root over 2. So that's how you can simplify that. Okay, let's quickly run to the next question, B. So B, we have again root of 8 plus root of 40. So since I've explained what now we are expressing this, so this will just be root of 2 times this, then plus we think of this as say 4 times 10. So this will be just 2 root of 2 like we've done here on top. Then plus here we are going to have a root over 10 and a root over 4. So this will be root of 2 plus then again 2 root over 10. There's no other way of expressing a 10 as a product of a perfect square and some other number. So when you look at these two, we can't add them. In algebra, I would say these are unlike terms. These are unlike terms. We can't do anything with them. We're just going to leave them the way they are. They can be simplified further. Okay. I'll wait for the comments in case anyone will think of a way of how we can split 10 and get to simplify it with the other root. I would really appreciate if there's such a method out there. Okay, let's quickly go to question part C. So part C, I'm going to be quick about it because I've demonstrated on how to find most of these, and I've broken the parts into the smaller. I've broken the question into smaller parts, and I'm sure from just this property we have a general idea of how we can go about finding part C. So part C is root of 20 plus root of 45 plus root of 125. So root of 20, we can say that would be 4 times 5. And then this will be 9 times a 5 will give us a 45. Then this will give us 25 times 5. And like we did in the other part of the question, this will just be 4, root of 4, root of 5. So this will be root of 9, root of 5, plus root of 25, root of 5. So this will just be 2, root of 5. And then plus this will be a 3, root of 5, plus this will be a 5, root of 5. Okay, what we are basically doing here is finding the square roots of these numbers that we are calling as perfect squares. Okay, so added all together, since these now we have the same roots, so meaning we can add them. Okay, so it's very different from part B. Okay, so 2 plus 3 plus 5 is something like it's going to give us a 10. Then we'll say root of a 5. So once this has been done, then you can safely say you've simplified the Surds given question on Surds. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Please do comment, give me suggestions, and any comments that will make me grow the page or the channel. And please, can you share the video with your friends and your mates in your studies? Thank you.